Ok, empecemos. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Mike?
Hola, James. Muy bien. ¿Qué más?
Todo bien, bro. Ok, cuéntanos un poco de ti para que la gente te conozca mejor.
Ok, perfecto. Pues hola a todos. Mi nombre es Michael. Soy del canal de YouTube Mike Ben. Yo soy de Estados Unidos. Yo vivo en la ciudad de Atlanta, Georgia, en el sur del país. Y la mayoría de la gente del internet me conoce porque tengo un canal en YouTube que se llama Mike Ben, lo que ya mencioné, donde documenté y todavía documento mi progreso en el idioma del español. Yo empecé a aprender el español en enero del año 2020 y desde ahí he mejorado mucho, obviamente pueden ver mi nivel actual. He viajado un poco y más o menos hago eso. Doy consejitos a veces, pero la
Ujú.
gran mayoría de mi contenido, o sea, se trata de mi experiencia aprendiendo español, más o menos.
Si no lo conocen, Mike Ben es una leyenda.
Gracias, gracias, hermano.
Es crazy, es crazy.
Ok,
Su nivel de español, o tu nivel, Mike,
ajá,
es una locura, bro.
pues
En
gracias.
verdad, bro, en verdad, cuando vi tus videos
Ajá,
la primera vez, bro,
ujú.
ok, voy a sonar como un hater, pero está bien. Bro, pensé, no, no way, no, es
Mentiroso.
una estafa, sí, bro, es una
Ajá.
estafa. Bro. Y, bro, me acuerdo de pensaba, bro, voy a averiguar,
Ujú.
cuál es la trampa, bro.
Ok.
Mike Ben hizo una trampa y lo voy a averiguar. Pero, bro, cuando me di cuenta que era real, bro, I was like, wow, bro, like, super
Muchísimas
inspirational,
gracias.
bro.
Muchísimas gracias.
Si tú no hubieras hecho tus videos, bro, yo no hubiera hecho mi journey en español, ¿me entiendes?
Wow, wow, mil gracias.
Ah,
Y eso me da mucha motivación, de verdad, para seguir. Pero, Jalen, te tengo que decir algo. ¿Sabes lo que me ayudó mucho? Y suena feo, pero la cuarentena, o sea, el COVID, pero no quiero decir eso, pero la cuarentena porque,
yo
o sea,
entiendo,
nos
sí.
quedamos en casa o sea, para la mayoría del tiempo, entonces no tenía nada que hacer, nada más que hacer ejercicio y estudiar el español. Entonces, eso era, y todavía pues era una ventaja que tenía, pero ya, muchísimas gracias por los cumplidos.
Sí, tiene sentido, bro, pero, bro, todavía lo hiciste y, bro, has logrado mucho, bro. Es
Gracias,
muy impresionante, bro.
gracias, gracias.
Ok, en tu último video dijiste que ibas a empezar a vivir
Ujú,
full en
ujú.
español, completamente. ¿Y cómo te va?
Me está yendo muy bien, perfecto. Tanto que cuando estoy hablando, ahora me siento que el idioma me sale más fluido. O sea,
Mm,
porque lo que consumo, o sea, todavía acá tengo mi laptop y lo que
ujú,
hacía antes de esta conversación era leer, pues no leer, no es escuchar, perdón, ver
ujú.
videos en YouTube de YouTubers de Perú, de Colombia, o sea, enseguida. Y eso es lo que hago en mi tiempo libre. Los fines de la semana trato de ser un voluntario a una agencia acá en mi ciudad que ayuda a los latinos. Entonces, eso me ha servido mucho porque estoy hablando todos los fines de la semana en español. ¿Qué más? Estoy de nuevo tomando clases, donde realmente solamente lo que hago es hablar, pero me está ayudando mucho. Estoy teniendo conversaciones con mis compañeros de intercambio más, entonces me está sirviendo mucho, me parece que el idioma me sale mejor, entonces sí, me va muy bien.
Y conseguiste un nuevo trabajo, ¿no?
Eso es, sí, sí. Yo soy profesor, entonces de
Sí. ¿De
matemáticas,
qué? ¿Matemáticas? Oh, sí, sí, sí.
matemáticas y grado octavo, entonces muchos adolescentes, y a mí me encanta mi trabajo de verdad, pero este año que viene, en agosto, lo que voy a hacer es un profesor todavía, pero en las escuelas acá en Estados Unidos, ustedes ya saben quizás que hay un servicio que se llama ISO, ESOL, para estudiantes que vienen, que no hablan inglés, pero obviamente necesitan aprender el idioma. Entonces, hay un profesor que saca a esos estudiantes de sus clases normales para enseñarles inglés. Entonces, eso es lo que voy a estar haciendo el año que viene y eso me va a ayudar mucho también porque lo que va a pasar es que voy a tener menos estudiantes en una sala, en una clase y voy a tener que hablarles en español porque obviamente les tengo que enseñar inglés, pero de mi español y voy a tener que comunicarme mucho con sus padres casi
Mm.
todas las semanas. Entonces, es casi inmersión sin viajar.
Y bro,
Y me van a pagar, perdón.
¿cómo lo conseguiste, bro?
Ah, tuve que pagar clases de certificación que me costaron en total $1,500 por un año. Tomaba esas
Mm.
clases por un año y ya pues, salí, o sea, salí con esa certificación y tuve una entrevista y ya lo conseguí. Lo conseguí, perdón.
Bro, bro, me gustaría hacer
Es
algo así,
disponible,
bro.
sí, es
So, bro,
disponible.
envíame los datos o la
Ok,
información después de
perfecto.
eso.
Y te pagan igual como cualquier profesor, igual. O sea,
Mm,
sí.
bro,
Ujú,
está bien, bro.
sí.
Ok, ¿cuáles fueron las mayorías perdidas de tiempo cuando empezaste con el aprendizaje
O sea,
en
como
español?
yo gastaba mi tiempo más o menos.
Sí, pero
Entiendo, perdón, entiendo. ¿Qué hacía yo que al final era un gasto de tiempo más o menos?
sí,
Ok,
más o menos.
ok, no sé cómo se dice en español, pero flashcards, flashcards.
Flashcards.
Y no estoy diciendo que
No,
eso es
no te gustan flashcards.
para nada, pero no es que los odian, o los odio, perdón, solamente es que no es eficiente, un uso eficiente del tiempo mío, porque estoy muy ocupado usualmente. Entonces, yo puedo agarrar un libro y leer y voy a encontrar miles de palabras en una vez que estoy sentado leyendo, más que, o sea, revisando 30 palabras sin contexto. Entonces, y lo hacía y no me serviría.
Sí.
No me servía, o sea, gastaba mucho tiempo haciendo eso. Entonces, eso es una cosa también, yo diría que un gasto de tiempo, una pérdida de tiempo era cuando reservaba clases de conversaciones antes de que podía hablar realmente, o al
Mm.
menos escuchar bien porque yo recuerdo y siempre menciono esto en mis videos que durante mis primeras clases del español, conversaciones, yo no entendía
Sí,
nada, entonces básicamente gasté tiempo y gasté dinero, pero me ayudó a darme cuenta que necesitaba mejorar mi habilidad de escuchar. Entonces, eso es el número dos. Y número tres, ¿qué hiciste yo? ¿Qué hice yo? Me acuerdo que yo veía Casa Cerrado mucho y no lo he mencionado en mis videos, pero con subtítulos en inglés.
mm,
Entonces, ¿qué es lo que hacía yo al
mm,
inicio? Yo solamente leía los subtítulos en inglés sin escuchar realmente a lo que la gente decía en los episodios. Entonces, eso creo que no me sirvió mucho. Obviamente, me ayudó a formular mi proceso de aprender un idioma porque en el futuro planeo aprender otro, pero sí, fueron los tres.
sí, estoy de acuerdo, bro. No me gustan los flashcards porque, bro, puedo recordar la palabra
Ujú,
si lo vea o si lo vi,
ujú, ujú.
pero, bro, like, cuando lo necesito, bro,
Exacto,
no puedo recordar, bro.
exacto, eso es, sí,
Sí, necesito el contexto, bro. Ok,
igualmente.
y es una experiencia que has tenido solo porque hablas en español, bro, o
Ok,
porque aprendiste el español.
ajá. Jalen, estaba pensando en darte un exclusivo, algo exclusivo,
Oh,
porque
sí.
te voy a
Ok.
dar algo exclusivo, porque no me gusta hablar de mi business, de mis asuntos en mi canal, mis asuntos
Ok.
personales, ¿yo?
Ok,
Pero
dime todo, bro.
para ti, porque eres mi hermano, te voy a decir algo. Pero
Oh,
antes de que te diga eso, obviamente este cambio de mi trabajo o sea, nunca podría tener esa oportunidad sin hablar el español. Pero, Jalen, si te digo la verdad, he tenido, no lo he mencionado, pero he tenido una novia que habla
Oh, sí.
español, sí, ahora no estamos, pero sí, tenía una novia que hablaba español y siempre todo el mundo me dice como, pues debes conseguir una novia, ya, eso te va a ayudar. Ya hice eso, ya, ¿no?
Mm,
Entonces sí, esa relación que era buena y todavía somos amigos, eso nunca o sea, nunca tendría esa experiencia sin hablar el idioma porque ella no habla inglés, perdón, para nada. Ni siquiera sabe cómo decir, where are we? No sabe. Entonces, sí.
y bro, la mayoría del tiempo, ¿ustedes estaban hablando en inglés o en español?
En español siempre, o sea, por todo
Sí.
el tiempo. Ujú, ujú. Sí,
Y, ok, te sentía como podías expresarte bien.
sí, sí, la verdad. A veces tenía que decir, o sea, puedes repetirlo porque utilizaba ella como jerga de su país y todo eso, pero entonces aprendí mucha jerga de ese
¿De
país.
dónde es?
No lo voy a mencionar, no lo voy a mencionar. Soy muy privado, si te digo la verdad, muy privado. Entonces, eso ya me hace sentir un poco nervioso porque no me gusta hablar nada de mis asuntos, pero me decía mucha jerga de su país, entonces aprendí mucho, pero sí, hablamos solamente en español. Y de verdad todavía hablamos de vez en cuando. Somos amigos todavía, entonces de vez en
Oh,
cuando, pero sí,
that's cool, bro.
sí,
That's
sí.
dope, bro.
Ujú. Gracias.
Ok, quería saber qué haces cuando estás hablando en español y alguien te responde en
Ujú.
inglés, solamente en inglés.
Ujú. Ok, por ejemplo, hay otro exclusivo. Voy a grabar un video pronto, porque en mi ciudad, yo no sé si has tratado de hacer esto, pero en mi ciudad siempre busco, ok, intercambios de idiomas en Atlanta, específicamente para inglés y español, y no existen. Entonces, ayer fui a un restaurante colombiano a ver si podría tener ese intercambio en su restaurante ahí. Entonces, cuando llegué, inmediatamente me hablaron en inglés, perdón, como, ok, este chico negro obviamente habla inglés, ya,
Sí.
le voy a hablar en inglés. Y me empezaron a hablar y empecé a hablar yo en español, a ver si me iban a responder en español. Y al inicio me respondían en español, pero cambiaron a inglés. Lo que hice es, hablé en inglés, porque en esas situaciones no me gusta ese peleo, como,
Mm,
perdón, esa pelea, como, ok, te voy a tratar de jalar a hablar conmigo en español, es como,
mm,
ok, ya, o sea, me rindo, no me importa tanto. Entonces, hoy en día, ahora mismo, lo que hago es, si la persona me habla en español, le hablo en español. Si la persona me habla en inglés, acá en Estados Unidos. Si la
mm,
persona me habla en inglés, le hablo en inglés. Fácil, simple. Porque
mm.
lo que noto es que si una persona tiene la habilidad de hablar inglés, quiere hablarte en inglés. Si eres, obviamente, porque eso es entre comillas, no obviamente, pero obviamente es English speaker, no sé cómo se dice, como angloparlante, creo es
No
lo que
sé.
dicen, pero sí, ya. Entonces, les hablo en inglés si me hablan en inglés, les hablo en español si me hablan en español. Ahora,
Ok.
¿qué
Sí,
haces tú?
hago lo mismo.
Okay.
La mayoría del tiempo, sí. Depende de la situación,
Ujú.
pero muchas veces, sí, hablo whatever they speak, you know.
Ajá.
Um, pero sí, ok, sí creo que I don't even know what I'm thinking, to be honest.
Está bien. Háblalo. Está
Sí.
bien.
A veces, bro, I just say I'm only gonna speak in Spanish no matter what.
Okay.
But sometimes I'm like, okay, I think they really don't want to
They
speak in
don't.
Spanish. They
They
really,
don't.
really
You can
don't. And
feel it. You can feel it.
yeah, and I'm like,
Mhm.
all right, I give up, like you said,
Right.
me rindo, bro.
Mhm.
Y me sacó la motivación y ya,
Mhm.
okay, you got me,
Exacto.
bro. You
Exactly.
got me, you
Same.
know.
Same. Same.
Pero a veces creo que la gente está aprendiendo inglés
Eso.
en la misma manera que estamos aprendiendo español y,
Ujú.
ok, voy a hablar en español y tú puedes hablar en inglés o cualquier whatever.
Pero ¿sabes qué es lo más raro para mí? Y si quieres puedo hablar en inglés o español, no, cualquier me sirve. Es cuando he tratado de hablarle a alguien en español y me responde en inglés y sigo hablándole en español y ellos me están hablando en inglés y les estoy respondiendo en español. Es como, like the roles reverse. It's like, you know, es muy raro eso. Entonces por eso solo respondo como me respondo. So,
Yeah, no, te entiendo, bro.
ujú.
Ok, recomiéndanos algo de Netflix, bro.
Ok, perdónenme los latinos que van a ver este video, pero lo que vi yo, no sé, no veo Netflix mucho, entonces lo que vi yo fueron dos series y fueron Narcos Colombia y Narcos México. Y no estoy promocionando estas series porque son tóxicas, son tóxicos de una manera, ¿no? Pero no te puedo mentir y decirte como, vi esto, Netflix, esto, Netflix. No, la verdad es, les puedo recomendar Casa de Papel, creo, algo así, que he escuchado es un buen serie, pero lo que vi yo
Mm,
son
mm.
narcos. ¿Viste eso?
Sí, bro,
¿Qué
pero,
tal? ¿Cómo te
bro,
pareció?
empezó bien, pero
Pero,
después del capítulo 2, creo,
ok,
bro,
wow, temprano.
bro, it gets weird, bro.
¿Cómo?
It's just,
How?
I'm gonna say this in English
Ok,
because
ok,
I gotta collect my thoughts in English too.
ok.
It's like, it's like they didn't expect it to get so
Ah,
far. And
ajá,
so they were
ajá.
just like, we gotta do something. We gotta make some stuff, bro.
Ah,
Like
sí,
I stopped after season 2. I'm like, I'm done with this. Now the first two
gotcha.
seasons, they were really good. But
Ok.
it's just like, do you know the basic story? Do you know it?
I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna quick sum this up and then we're gonna get back
Okay,
to Spanish.
okay,
They plan to rob like the Federal Reserve of Spain
okay.
in from the inside with fake guns and all this other stuff.
Mhm.
They do it, they achieve the objective, and they're gonna escape when they to a place that they basically can't be extradited. They're
Okay.
good. They get away
Mhm.
with the money in 2 seasons. That's supposed to be the end of the show, but then
Mhm.
Netflix picked it up,
Oh.
and one of the guys went home to visit his family and got arrested. And they're like, "We gotta go save him." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm done with this. I'm turning
Right,
this shit
right,
off, bro." Like,
right,
I'm
right,
like, "Nah, bro,
right.
nah."
I'm gonna squeeze the views out of me for that
Yeah,
plot twist,
bro.
right?
Okay. All right, but what was I asking you? Okay, so no
Narcos.
ves mucho en Netflix.
Solamente les puedo recomendar Narcos, pero no diría que deben verlo muy temprano en el proceso de aprender español porque es mucha jerga, muchísima
Sí,
jerga,
oh, sí, bro.
muchísima,
Oh,
muchísima.
yeah, bro. Es
Entonces,
duro, bro.
sí.
Pero, bro, ¿no ves las series en Netflix porque no tienes tiempo o qué?
Soy adicto de YouTube, estoy adictado a YouTube, entonces eso es donde gasto mi tiempo en YouTube, o
Ok,
escuchando música.
recomiéndanos algo de YouTube
Ok,
que, que no lo hemos escuchado, bro.
ok. Hay una canción de dos peruanas que se llama, ya tengo mi lata, Misías pero viajeras es una. Te voy a, o sea, dar esa ahora. Hay otra. Sí
Cántalo,
te digo,
bro.
¿ah?
Cántalo.
Cántalo. No, 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 no. No, no puedo.
You thought
Ah,
about it.
no, no puedo, no puedo. Ok, hay otro, perdón, pero no es hispanohablante, pero tú conoces Ace Live, ¿conoces ese chico?
Sí.
Entonces veo muchos de sus videos para entrenar mis oídos al español, pero es de acá, es de Miami. Entonces es un estadounidense haitiano, pero su canal es muy servicial para aprender el español. También veo videos de unos chicos de Colombia que se llaman Los Montañeros. son
Somos
muy
tangueros.
graciosos, son muy graciosos. O sea, no me he reído tanto de contenido en español que su canal. O sea, es muy
¿Qué,
divertido. Dime.
qué lo hacen, bro? Like,
Más o menos como episodios cortos, pero de la cultura colombiana. O sea, por ejemplo, vi algo antes de que empezamos y ellos, es como dos hermanos y su papá y su mamá, y los hermanos y la mamá, no, los hermanos y el papá veían una promoción de
ujú,
un housemaid, no sé cómo se dice eso en español, como una
ujú,
mujer que le pueda ayudar en la casa, pero era
sí.
muy bonita, muy sexy, muy todo, ¿no? Entonces ellos pedían a su mamá o sea, que pudiera traer una a la casa para ayudarle, ¿no? Pero
Mm,
ella trajo no sé, quiero sonar mal, pero una vieja, una mujer muy fea, ¿no? Entonces, todo el
okay.
episodio ellos trataban de empujarla de la casa, o sea, ella le servían frijoles y decían como, ay, esos son los frijoles más ricos que he comido, pero tenemos que decir a la mamá, a nuestra mamá que no, porque queremos una buena, digamos, ¿no? Entonces, cosas así, son estúpidas, pero graciosas. ¿Qué más les puedo recomendar? Hay otro que se llama Fausto Murillo y es como un
Fausto
colombiano.
Murillo.
Sí, ¿le conoces a él?
Me suena, pero no.
Es un colombiano, afrocolombiano que es bien built, bien construido, ¿no? Pero hace ejercicios, pero,
Oh,
¿sabes?
sí, yeah, yeah,
Sí,
yeah, 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 yeah,
sí.
yeah, yeah.
Entonces veo sus videos, ¿qué más? No todas, no todos, ¿no? Pero sí. Y otra es Luisito Comunica, es bien popular, es como
Sí,
mexicano,
de México.
de México, sí, es
Sí,
muy
oh,
popular,
sí, sí,
sí,
me gustan sus videos.
sí. Y hay
Em,
otros, pero me enseña la jerga más o menos, por eso me gusta mucho.
sí. Hay otro tipo, ¿cuál es su nombre? Juan algo, no sé,
Ah,
pero
ok.
hace videos como Luisito,
Ah, ok.
pero es de Colombia, ¿no?
Ah, ok, ok. Creo, no sé, hay muchos. O sea, paso por todos ese tipo de videos, entonces quizás lo había visto, pero no puedo
Sí, porque
recordar su nombre.
te gusta viajar.
Sí, sí, pero Jalen, ahora esas ganas se están bajando un poco. No sé por qué, pero no tengo las ganas tanto de viajar a un país donde no conozco a alguien. Si conozco a alguien en ese país, sí, o sea, me encantaría ir ahí, pero ahora mismo si no conozco a alguien en el país, no me gustaría ir ahí. No sé por qué, no sé por qué ese
Es
cambio me está
decir,
pasando.
que no quieres viajar para caminar en la calle, quieres
Exacto,
eh,
tener una
ver.
experiencia,
Sí, sí,
exacto.
sí.
Y,
Entiendo.
y si iría con alguien, o sea, si fuera, no sé, si voy con alguien que ya conozco acá, quizás, me, me, o sea, sería más divertido para mí, pero la mayoría de mis amigos no quieren viajar, mi familia no quiere viajar, mi hermano me acompañó en Perú, pero después de 3 días me decía como, quiero volver a Atlanta, quiero volver, entonces me molestaba todo ese tiempo, entonces sí, es lo que me toca hacer ahora. Quizás en el futuro voy a volver con esas ganas de explorar y todo eso, pero
Ok,
ahora
bro,
no sé.
hagámoslo, bro. Vamos para Colombia, bro.
Vámonos. Tú me dices cuándo y vamos
Ok,
juntos.
en December, bro. Get ready.
Perfecto. Si estás serio, estás hablando en serio, podemos
Sí,
planear
bro,
eso, claro que
estoy
sí.
hablando en serio, bro.
Ok, podemos planear eso.
Ok, ¿y te gusta leer o no?
Sí, 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 me gusta. Estaba un poco enfermo, entonces no he leído en, no sé, casi 3 meses, de verdad. O sea, leído formalmente, como un libro, ya. Leo en español porque mi celular está en español y para los que no saben, si tu celular está en español, si buscas algo en Google y los resultados salen de Google, van a aparecer en español. Entonces, por esos medios leo en español. Y leo, sí, pero por la enfermedad que tenía, yo no he leído mucho, hace 5 meses, algo así.
Ok, ¿qué te gusta, bro? Oh, recomiéndanos un
Ah,
libro.
bueno, buena pregunta. Ah, la verdad, lo que he leído son cosas que me gusta leer en inglés. Entonces, por ejemplo, The Alchemist, el libro The
Alchemist.
Alchemist, lo
Sí.
leí en inglés y lo leí en español. The Four Agreements,
Oh,
que
es
como,
heavy, es pesado, bro.
sí, tanto, Jalen, que cuando una amiga mía me ayudaba a traducir las palabras, ni siquiera ella sabía todas las palabras en español, su idioma.
Sí.
Entonces sí, era muy difícil eso.
Pero te
Pero sí,
entendiste.
más o menos, más o menos. No, mi
Mm,
nivel cuando lo leí no era suficiente para realmente leer ese libro. Ahora si lo leo creo que sería más fácil, pero antes no.
¿Y
Ah,
buscaba las palabras o sí?
eso.
Okay.
Entonces fue muy duro porque pasaba mucho tiempo traduciendo en mi computadora, en mi celular, como qué significa, cómo era, ¿no?
Sí, bro,
Oveja y
trato de leerlos sin buscar, pero,
oh, eso es
bro,
bien duro. Eso es
sí.
duro, duro, duro. Ay, Dios mío.
Ok, ¿qué más? The Alchemist, The Four
Ajá.
Agreements
The Four
y ¿qué?
Agreements. Y, o sea, ¿qué más leí? No sé, no sé los nombres de verdad de todos esos libros, porque algunos son tonterías de verdad, como autoayuda, como self-help books, que para mí ahora, no todos, pero muchos son, perdón, no voy a decir una grosería, pero son basura, ¿no? Digamos. Algunos, no
Okay.
todos, porque muchos me ayudan, pero algunos son en el aire, como, si piensas en eso, vas a lograrlo, y ya, ya.
Mm,
Entonces, libros así, que ya ni siquiera recuerdo porque no,
sí,
they didn't leave a big imprint on me, honestly, after I read them, so yeah.
sí, entiendo.
Mhm.
Ok, bro, ¿estás listo por
Estoy
esa,
listo,
esta pop
estoy
quiz?
listo, estoy
Ok,
listo,
aquí tengo 5 preguntas de cultura en general, bro.
ok,
Ok, ¿estás
ok,
listo?
estoy listo.
Ok, ¿cuáles son los
Ujú.
colores primarios, bro?
Preguntas así. Ay, no prestaba atención en esa clase en arte con Miss
Sí,
Bowden.
bro, puedes contestar en inglés o español.
Okay, the primary colors are, pues te voy a responder en español. No sé,
Ok.
el español estoy hablando muy bien hoy, creo. Entonces voy a seguir en español.
Vamos a ver.
Rojo,
Sí.
rojo creo, azul,
Ujú, ujú.
verde.
Vamos. Mm.
No me digas, no me digas, no me digas, no me digas. No.
Oh, te falta
Azul,
uno.
sí, azul, rojo, verde no es.
Nope.
Verde no es.
Mm-mm.
No es negro, ya sé, no es negro.
Mm-mm.
No puede ser porque eso no es.
Pero está cerca, bro.
No puede ser café. No, marrón, café. No, no sé.
Mm-mm.
Me
El
rindo. ¿Qué es?
amarillo, bro.
Amarillo. Eso es, sí, eso es, sí, eso es. Sí, amarillo. Sí.
Ok, number 2. ¿Cuántos
Ajá.
huesos tiene un adulto, bro? Un humano.
Ya sabía. 136.
No.
No, 206.
Sí.
206. I remember that.
Okay, I'll give you that
206.
one. You
Perdón,
corrected
206.
yourself.
Ajá. 206.
I'll
Sí,
give
eso.
you that one. All right, you won for 2 right now, bro.
Gracias. Eso es.
Ok, ¿qué animal contagió a los humanos de peste negra, bro? ¿Sabes qué es peste?
No, ¿qué es peste? What is that?
Ok, peste negra es the Black Plague.
Ratones. Rats. Ratones.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
¿Cómo se dice en Perú? Chancho. Puerco. ¿Cómo se dice? Pig.
Mm-mm.
Bats. No.
No.
No puede ser. No
La
sé.
pulga, bro, la pulga. The
¿Qué es la
flea, bro.
pulga?
The flea.
Ah, eso es.
Las ratas
Pasaron.
solo eran
Ajá.
carriers.
Yeah. I see
you won for 3, bro.
Can I ask you a question?
Go
Let me
ahead.
ask you a question about that then. Because I do know a little bit about that.
Mm-hmm.
What custom do we have in modern society that still comes from that? Like how can I say this? Like a norm, like a cultural, not cultural, but like a norm that we have that we do after someone. I don't want to give you a hint. I don't want to give you too many hints. You already know, huh? You already know?
No.
Okay. There's something that we do in society after someone does something. It's like
Sneeze.
common. Oh, exactly. You already know. Why do we say, okay, tell me why, what do we do and why do we do it? Do you know?
We say, God bless you.
Okay.
Or bless
why?
you.
Uh-huh.
Because, well, the reason I thought is not really adding up with what you're saying. I thought we said it because your heart stops for a second when you sneeze or some shit like that.
From what I've read, I'm not an expert on this type of stuff.
Because you were like guaranteed to die if you were sick?
Back in the Black Plague, apparently one of the first signs of being infected was a sneeze. And so people would say, God bless you, to try to protect you, ask for blessings from God so that you didn't pass away from that. And then we still have that costumbre nowadays. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you got the Black Plague back then, you wasn't.
It was over. Right. Right.
Okay, la última pregunta, bro.
Okay.
¿Cuál es el único mamífero que no puede saltar?
So you're exposing
es muy fácil, bro.
Mamífero, ¿quieres eso? ¿Memo?
Sí, es
que
muy
no
fácil.
Que no puede ¿qué? ¿Hacer qué?
Saltar. No puede saltar.
Saltar. Okay, the only mammal that can't jump.
Bro, es muy fácil, bro.
Saltar is jump. I know I'm gonna sound so stupid when you tell me this. The only mammal that cannot jump. Don't know why I'm thinking elephants. Elephants can jump, I'm sure. Only mammal that can. No say. Well, I mean, what is it? What is
it's an elephant, bro.
It's elephants, really?
Elephant can jump, bro. They're so huge.
I'm saying, is it really elephant?
Yeah.
Let's go. Perfect.
All right, man. You was like 2 for 5. That's still failing, but it's all good though, because winning is not all that matters.
Right.
Not all that matters, bro.
Very true. And I promise you, the primary colors, that was tough for me in school. And I passed elementary.
I picked that question because I didn't know it. I'm like, this is a great one, bro. This is
right.
Great. All right, so let's switch over to English and we'll finish it out. I really don't have any questions prepared for English. I don't know why. I just didn't think of it. So we're gonna go where it takes us. First, I would say, if you're still watching this right now, obviously go subscribe to Mike's channel. And I don't think we talked about it in the beginning, but the way his channel is laid out is like, from the beginning, he's showing his very first steps of progress all the way up until right now. And it's like, it's crazy to see. I think you're the only person I've ever seen that I've come across on YouTube that actually has the first stages documented. And it's like,
wow.
Yeah, and it's like, actually we can see every step. Because even mine, like, I mean, obviously I got the idea from you. I'm like, damn, like, I was too embarrassed to record myself at the beginning, so I don't really have anything from back then. So even, you know, I mean, no one thinks I'm like super, but like when they see me now, I can't even tell them like, bro, I sounded just like you when I started. It's cool, because they're like, nah, you didn't, blah blah blah, and I have no proof. But that's why I send people your channel all the time. I'm like, bro,
I
look where you started at. But I will say this, bro. I don't know what it is. Like the last lady you interviewed, what's her name?
Liliana.
Okay. Just like Lily said, I do think that you have something slightly special about you, bro, because like the progress that you made, and I don't know what you do when you're not on video. You could be studying like 10 hours a day or something. I don't know. I don't believe that you are, but I'm just saying, bro, like the level of fluidity that you achieved in such a short time, like, bro, even the first month video, like, I mean, looking back on it where I am now, I can be like, oh, okay, I can see the mistakes that you made and stuff. But I remember, like, bro, I was at like 6 months when I looked at your 1 month. I'm like, yo, how's he talking so good in the first month? Like, but it wasn't, like I said, it was like, after I watched, 2 or 3 videos, I'm like, nah, I could tell he's not lying. Like, this is genuine. Like, especially because you would post the full convos, you know what I mean? And there's some stuff that you can't really fake. Like, even if you, like right now, I have the questions right next to me that I did for the interview. But you can't fake when someone asks you a question and you're caught off guard, you know what I mean? Or even if you are reading off of the screen, like to ad lib or something like that. Like, if you're not like directly looking at the screen, you have to somewhat know what you're talking about. So it was apparent after watching like a few videos. I'm like, yo, this dude is the truth. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate it. And I would say, like I mentioned in Spanish, one thing that helped me is, it's 3 things, a mix of 3 things. One, like I'm not saying I'm super, super, super disciplined, but I can't lie to you. I have to tell you the truth. That first year, every day of that year, I did something Spanish related to improve my Spanish. If that was just me in my car driving to work at that point, like where I was living, I lived like maybe 25 minutes from work, taking that 25 minutes to and from work to listen to not even a podcast, literally lessons, like to say, I am Michael in Spanish, tú dices, yo soy, and your name. Like that is something I was religiously doing every day. Like I remember even when like my class will go to their connections classes and I had a little break, I got my headphones on listening to that. So that's one thing that helped me to be able to just say some things early on. And then, like I said, I was just super consistent also with doing those exercises early on. Like I'm even, but again, what helped me is COVID. I'm going to tell you I'm giving you a lot of exclusive, Jalen. I think I said this on my channel. Where I used to live is very safe, but it wasn't like super far from the hood. So
you was going to the hood to practice, bro?
No.
Oh,
it has a thing with that. I was living in an apartment at the time, and I heard like some noise. I think I mentioned this on my channel before. I heard some noise. Turned out it was a fight with one of my neighbors and like the cousin of one of his girlfriends next door. I'm studying Spanish. This happens. I hear the noise. I go back to studying Spanish. Like 10 minutes later, like 6 little 16-year-old dudes with book bags come up. They start shooting at the guy that beat up the other guy. They literally killed him. I literally saw him get dragged out of the apartment dead. I'm not trying to bring negativity to your channel, but I'm making a point here.
I do not remember you ever saying that, bro.
Yes. This happened. That's why I had to move out of there. But either way, that happened. Jalen, I don't know why my brain went to, okay, that just happened. I'm kind of in shock a little bit because the bullets could have came through my wall. I'm going to sit down and study Spanish. And I took like 2 hours after that, and just to calm myself down, work through Spanish exercises. I give you that story to say, like, that was my mode of just like chilling out and relaxing, was going through doing those exercises. And so if something like that was happening, I definitely wasn't allowing like me just being a little tired, or me, coming back from the gym late, not stop me from studying that day. So, and again, when I say studying, I'm just saying some basic exercises or some listening or something like that.
I mean, you might think that's small, but that's something, bro. I do the same thing, like literally every single day, no matter what. I mean, also like at this point, I don't consider it a chore. I don't think I ever really considered it a chore, but it's definitely not a chore now. Like I literally use it for entertainment as well as learning. So yeah, when I listen to a podcast or I'm listening to this boxing summaries in Spanish or whatever, like I'm really doing it for the boxing or for the content of the podcast, not like, oh, I need to do some Spanish. Like it's just like, this is just what I do. So but I do that every single day, sometimes twice a day. If I'm not on the phone when I'm driving, then when I go to work and back from work, I watch your videos, Ricky's, whoever's videos, but it's every single day. And so that could be an hour or more of content that I'm receiving.
And at the stage that we're at now, that is, I think, active learning. Like, because when you hear something and you're like, wait, I know Spanish, like I've never heard that, and you just kind of try to figure out what it means in context, or you study, like you look it up on your phone, and then you hear that again. For me, a lot of times I've learned that word at that point. Like I've literally learned that word. So that's a great point. Jen, I have a question for you. I know you have questions for you. I have a question for you. What's one way that you think I could improve my channel? Like, what I got actually two questions. One way I could improve the channel, and then what videos do I upload where you're like I'm not watching that. Like I'm be honest, I'm not watching that. Like what videos are like that for you? And then what videos when you see it, you're like, I'm definitely clicking on that when I get the time.
Okay,
So first, how could I improve? And then what videos do you not like and what videos do you like?
You come to the right guy, bro, because
Okay.
I'm the most honest person in the world.
Please be honest.
Let's see. What was it? Was the first one? What do I like?
First question is
what could you do to improve it?
What could I do to improve? Like, because I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So what do you think could I do to improve, or what could be a next step, or what kind of videos am I not doing that you think would work? Like that kind of stuff.
Okay, so this when you talk about improving, that's tough for me to say because I'm one person and I don't know the oh shit, my battery. I don't know who the majority of your viewers are. I don't know like what level they're at, but I will say for me personally, and this is only for me, yeah, most of the time, if you make a method type of video, I'm probably not gonna watch it all the way because for one, like I'm probably already doing it. So I sometimes, you know, like what was one thing? Oh, you made that video that was like how you remember words or something like that, and you were talking about like association and stuff. I watched all that video, but I was like, I do that exact same thing. So you know, but I was driving and it was entertaining. But there's a chance that if I was just sitting here and I wanted to watch a video for entertainment or whatever, that I might be like, I'm not or I'm not gonna watch it in full. I'll just see if there's anything new in there. Whenever you make conversation videos, I watch the whole thing because it's I like obviously having conversations. I like listening to conversations, and I can, you know, if I can listen to the questions that you ask people, I'll be like, oh, those are some good questions. I'm gonna ask somebody that when I do it. But like I said, if this was 1 year ago, how long have I been learning Spanish? Yeah, if this was a year ago or so, I would have absolutely watched the method video all the way through because I'd have been like, what can I do to step my game up or whatever? So it's tough for me to say that would improve your channel because that's just that's for me personally. I don't think it's a bad type of video. And I struggle with that too because I want to make videos, but I'm like, bro, like I'm not gonna make a basic video like this, right? Because it's hard for me to think about somebody that's at stage 1 because I'm like I'm not really there anymore. So I don't want to make a video like, oh, this is like ser versus estar. Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you think if because I'm considering doing like public interview type videos, like going out to different Latino neighborhoods in my city and asking them questions about maybe their experience in the US or their experience with people speaking to them in Spanish, like stuff like that.
Have you tried to do that yet?
I have to an extent, but I got not scared, but I was like, oh, these people are about to look at me like, get out of my face, dude. So like I've literally gone there with everything prepared and haven't done it. But if I know people would want to watch that, of course I'll just sacrifice my own embarrassment to do it. So do you think that would be interesting or not really?
I think that'd be super interesting. And I'll tell you, I'm currently trying to do something similar. It's a guy at my barbershop that got here from Venezuela. Like, it's been like 5 months now, and he doesn't speak any English still. And this dude, like, I'm almost there at convincing him, but every time I say like, I just want to know like what you like and dislike about him, and he's like, no, I'm not saying anything I dislike about him. I'm like, no, I'm not trying to get you in trouble, bro. He's like, well, what if I just say the stuff that I like? I'm like, yeah, you can, but I'm like, I'm trying to do like the full thing, bro. Like,
exactly.
So that's that might be a tougher challenge than you think, bro. Especially,
I agree.
Yeah, people get suspicious. Like, oh, why are you trying to make me say bad stuff about this place? Like,
why you have this camera out? Why are you? Exactly.
Yeah. So that was that didn't even cross my mind when I asked him. I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, yo, you want to do a video with me? And blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, let's do a video. And I'm like, all right, yeah, we're just gonna talk about this. And he's like, all right, never mind. I'm like, I really felt rejected. I was like, oh, all right, well. He was like, yeah, maybe we could do something else. And I'm like, all right, well, let me think about it. So I'm in the process of thinking of a video that I could do with him. Like, I really want him to tell his experience and stuff, but he doesn't, you know, I can't force him to. So
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen the ideal situation is like that video I have with those Cuban guys in my gym. I don't know if you saw that video. Those
yeah, I
two
love that
Cuban,
video.
yeah, like when I heard them talking in Spanish, I was like, I just started talking to them, and like we just were in a quick conversation. I was like, hey, let me record this for you. Like everything y'all are saying, they were recording. They were like, sure, like go ahead. So in that situation, it was just like already an open, inviting experience, and so I had no problem asking them. But walking up
But I
to a
also
random
feel
stranger,
like
as you said, go ahead.
that was a positive video too, though.
For
Like,
sure, for sure. Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
see
what
your
I'm
point. I see
saying.
your point. They
Yeah,
didn't have anything negative to say at all. Right.
yeah,
I get
that's
your
what I'm
point.
saying. You might encounter more resistance than you think when you
Right.
say, "I want to know what you don't like." It's like,
Exactly.
all right, I don't know where this is going. I don't know where
Right.
you're about to post this.
Right.
Like,
Right.
especially because, I mean, you already know, depending on who it is, they might not have papers, they might not have whatever, you know what I mean? So they
Real
might be like,
situations, yep.
yeah, so they might just be like, nah, bro, I'm not
Right.
feeling this. I don't know
Right.
what you're up to.
Right.
But yeah, no, that would be a super cool type of video for you to do. Like I liked the people heckling you in Colombia. Like that was you know,
I still watch that
cool.
video, yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool, bro. Like just hearing you interact with native speakers and obviously like you know, I'm watching it for entertainment, but I'm also like, can I understand what they're saying? Would I have been able to respond if I was there and stuff like that? 'Cause that's what sometimes I don't know if it's like, you know, sometimes stuff is easier to understand on person versus through a phone. Because I'm like, in a lot of your videos, I'm like, how do you understand that shit? Like, I'm like, yo, this Spanish is like next level because I have no idea what they just asked him and he just responded just like that. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'm not as good as I think. Because
No. I think down there I had to just like recalibrate my ear because like you get off the airplane, like I got off the airplane and this like short dude, it looked like somebody from Atlanta was like, I'm like, what language is this dude speaking? It's like I realized like this is a whole different language almost out here, you know, in this part of Colombia. So I just over time, just you know, being there a day and a half and hear people talk, I'm like, all right, I have to listen for S's not being pronounced, to listen for, you know what I mean, stuff like that. And that helped me. That's all.
bro, that would happen to me in Puerto Rico so much, bro. Like I would feel like embarrassed, bro, because I'm serious, bro. I felt so embarrassed because like they were saying like real basic shit, but like so fast and so like lazy to the point where I was just be like, I don't know what you're saying. And then they would say it real slow. I'm like, oh, I know that. I didn't know what you were saying. Like, and they think I can't speak Spanish at all, bro. Like, yeah, I had a lot of those experiences, but half the time I was out there, I was just like enjoying life, and I wasn't really like trying to hold up a camera when people were talking and stuff. But I had so many conversations out there, man, and I wish I could have showed them just because of like what I just said. Because when I watch YouTube videos, and I mean, obviously no one wants to put up a video of them just like making mistakes all the time. But when I watch YouTube videos, people are having like super fluid conversations and blah blah blah, and I really wanted to show people like, yo, sometimes I don't be understanding what people are saying, bro. And it's cool. Just like in English, if I don't hear you, I'll be like, huh, what did you say? And then you just say it again, and it's like, oh yeah. But whatever, maybe next time, I don't know.
What I don't know if you have done this, but what I did is like I just bought what I do whenever I travel, because I don't like that feeling either, like walking around with a camera and like having to think, am I recording stuff? So I just take the hard route on the back end. And what I mean by that is, like, if I know I'm going to go somewhere where I may have the opportunity to interact with somebody, I have on my book bag, I have a little clip for my GoPro. I just press play. I just let that thing go for hours.
So
I just don't stop.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did on some days, especially like when we were in Yauco and we were like walking around. I knew the city was beautiful. I knew there was going to be people there. So I have a lot of conversations on that day. But sometimes like I'm specifically thinking, actually, I think I have these videos in my phone, like, but I never posted it because I was like secretly recording and I was like, I don't want to upload a video.
Right.
But I really just was recording it for myself. But I got in an Uber and I was going to the gym. And this lady, she had the radio on mad loud, bro. Like it was so loud. And she was just like driving and she wouldn't turn her head. And she was saying stuff to me. And I'll be like, what? Like, what are you saying? And she's just like, blah, blah, blah. And she'll turn around and say it. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And I like, this was like every single time she said something, I couldn't understand her.
Right.
And she would say it again, and I'd be like, oh, and then I'll reply. And I was just like, dang, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I recorded that. Like, I started recording on my phone after I couldn't understand like two things. But like I said, like, I was going to the gym, so I didn't even have the book bag and the GoPro and stuff. Like, I just was catching an Uber to the closest gym. And
it's an annoyance. I'm gonna be honest. It is annoying. It's an annoyance having to think like, okay, I need to record. Like, I can't just be in this country and not record. That's why I know I was telling you before we started recording. The next trip I take, which will probably be to Colombia. I don't think I'm gonna bring my camera and record. I'll just live the experience. You know what I mean? I think it's better that way. So
I agree, man. And that's why, like, bro, people don't know, but like, being a good content creator, that shit's work, bro. Like,
it's work. I wouldn't go to the what I don't like, Jalen, is like when people go to the extreme and they're like, you got like YouTubers, you're like, you guys don't understand. It's such hard work. It's not like that. It's not like no, you didn't. I'm just saying for people that are watching, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of YouTubers exaggerate it, and I hate to even call myself that, but a lot of YouTubers exaggerate it and they're like, oh, it's so much hard work. It's time consuming. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But it is work though. You can't negate that it is work. It is work. Yeah. Just like any other work. Yeah.
It's time consuming and it's just inconvenient. Like you said,
very much so.
You have to sacrifice sometimes your peace and your enjoyment because you want to help other people, which is not bad. I love helping people. That's why I make this stuff, right? But I'm like, dang, bro, like I kind of just want to do this rainforest stuff and like enjoy my time, but I got to make sure I capture the right view. The group's leaving me and stuff. I'm like, hold on a second, I got to get this on the thing. And like,
right.
It's too much, bro. But
yeah,
that's why I need to get more famous so I can like get an assistant and be like, yo, just record everything, bro.
You know what I think you should do? I asked for your advice. Here's some unsolicited advice here.
Go ahead.
You need a podcast. Because you have a podcast, but I think you need like the topics that you talked about, some of the topics that you talked about. I'm like, this stuff is golden. Like this stuff, I've seen channels that have thousands and thousands of subscribers and views and all that are not even providing as much value in like a real deal life practical value that you have. So I think if you could find some kind of like, you do it now, but some kind of formal, like, I don't know how else to describe it, but just like formal topics, life topics, just general your life experience topics, but that obviously helps somebody, I think that would be amazing. Like that can easily grow.
Make it more tangible for me. What do I need to do that I'm not currently doing? That's what
I would say personally, if you would be honest, I would like, when I go to your channel, I would like to see more videos like what I've learned in, I forget the exact title, but in your 20s, like that kind of stuff. Like, I think, Jalen, I can't remember, one of your most popular videos is like why sex is overrated or something like that, or why men should not, like young guys shouldn't be worried about being virgins. Those type of topics, if you did those, number one, more consistently, and I even think to be honest, and this is just me, if you had a separate channel only for that, like I think, because like sometimes I want to go to one of you. I would like you to have two separate channels, like one where I go to see your Spanish stuff. I would even like to see maybe three, one with just fitness stuff. Because those videos are popular from what I've seen. Just one with pure fitness stuff, one with just the sheer topic stuff, and then one with maybe the Spanish stuff. Because if I go to your channel, I don't know what I'm getting just yet. I don't know if today I'm going to get a Spanish video, today I'm going to get a fitness video, today I'm going to get a PR video, today I'm going to get a life topic video.
I've thought about that, man, because I've seen other people with multiple channels, but I guess all of those channels, I kind of thought they did it just because they had so much traffic and they're like, I got all these people. And like you said, I want to make sure that I don't lose anyone that's like I don't know what I'm gonna get today, but I'll be like, bro, I got like 800 people on here. They'll be okay.
But that's my point. I think you have a lot more. I'll give you a perfect example. I think it'll make sense. If tomorrow, I've been playing a lot of tennis. If tomorrow, I have a YouTube channel, another YouTube channel where I upload like tennis and me playing golf and football with my friends, like all my friends playing, us playing sports as adults, right? Just trying to stay active. I have a channel with that. If I take one of those tennis videos and upload it on my Mike Ben channel, everybody's like, "What is this?" Like, I come here for Spanish content, and you're sharing tennis with me. So, like, I think that's an exaggerated example to explain what I think you should do. Like, I would love to go to that one channel and say, all right, I know when Jalen uploads today, I'm gonna get some life advice on how the dating market is, where our perspective on dating is messed up, or how these, like you mentioned, these dating coaches are promoting something that is not how they're actually living. You know what I mean? Just the contradictions in that industry, just your life perspective on stuff. Yeah.
No, that makes perfect sense. The only thing that I will say to kind of combat that is that the only reason that I even did all of them together was because, to me, in a sense, they all went together in a sense of self-improvement.
Very true. Okay, I see your point.
It's a little weird, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, some of my young guys that I train will probably watch this video, and actually, one of them in particular, I told him I was gonna do a video with you, and he already follows you, and so he was like, "Oh, that's dope! You doing a video with Mike Ben, whatever."
That's cool.
So, yeah, I like to show those dudes, like, you don't have to be one-dimensional. You don't have to be just muscle man. You don't have to be the nerd. Like, you can do, like, you can read books, bro. You can lift weights. You can do all of this stuff. And so that's the only reason. And that's why I try to make it, like, I try to put them in a playlist, so at least you can come on my channel and say, okay, I just want to click on the Spanish stuff. I want whatever. Maybe I just need to have, like, a schedule. Like, on Monday,
that would make sense.
Stuff. Wednesday is fitness stuff, because I like the idea of separating it. But like I said, I really just had it all together just so people could see it all. But I think also, like I said before, I think if I was more popular, which maybe I'll be in the future, I don't know or care. But if I was more popular, I think at some point I could just be like, yo, if this is all you care about, I'm going to start putting it on this channel. This is I'm going to start putting it on this channel, because then, like, I'll have a brand. Like, people say, I know this guy, but right now, like, you know, like you said, you don't know what you're going to get from me. You don't know anything about me. I'm just some random dude on YouTube. So I guess I didn't think anyone was expecting anything, so I didn't think it mattered. So.
No, I watch. I try to comment. Sometimes I don't even comment, but just like you said, you'll put my videos in the background on the way to work. I'm getting ready to work with your talking videos in the background. Listen, like, man, that's a unique perspective. Like, that's nobody really thinks about it that way, but that makes a lot of sense what he's saying there. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm a fan for sure. So
that's cool, man. I respect that. And you know what, man, like, you do comment on my videos, and that helps. And that's why if I enjoy someone's videos, like you or Ricky or whatever, most of the time after I watch it, I try to comment, because I know for me, like, if no one comments, I'm still gonna make my stuff anyways. But I'm like, I don't know if anybody really watched that or whatever.
I know,
and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should make another video like that, or I don't know if whatever. I don't know if it was captivating. So I always try to comment on your videos, because I do, like, almost every single one that I've watched, I've been like, yo, that was a dope video. I should let him know, like, I watched it. And I try to say something specific in the video, so you know that I didn't just click off for 5 seconds and be like, yo, dope video, and then click off. You know what I mean? Because I be watching the whole thing. So I don't be knowing if somebody's watching my whole videos or not.
I appreciate it. And I knew you really rocked with me. I think I did a video with Demain, like the guy who moved to Colombia. This is a year ago almost. And he mentioned, like, Colombians are on CP time. And when you commented to that, I was like, oh yeah, this Jalen rocks with me for sure on this one. Like, me and him are on the same page. Like, we're on the same page. A lot of the references you make, I'm like, me and him we're here for sure.
Bro, yeah, I mean, you already know we started this like 20 minutes late, bro. I don't be on time for nothing. It's such a bad habit, but
yeah.
I usually, I don't know, man. I just be telling people to get over it, honestly, unless it's something that I think is super important, or I'm like, if you would have said like, I go to bed at 11 o'clock, so let's do it at 10 o'clock, and I'll be like, okay, like this dude's going to bed soon. I need to make sure like right on the dot, blah blah, because that's just respect. But otherwise, like for my personal training clients and stuff, I'll be like, okay, we're meeting at 8 o'clock, but like it might be 8:05. It's no big deal. I'll give you the extra time on the back end if I'm late or whatever. So I just tell people to let me know if they have like meetings or something they need to get to, and then I'll be on time for sure. Otherwise, I might be walking slow. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else, man? Anything else before we get off of here, man?
No, I need a favor from you. I need you to put me in contact with Nico Flow. Other than that, that's it. I need you to put me in contact with him.
Yeah, bro. You gonna make a video with him?
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah.
I got you, bro. I got your phone number. I can send him your phone number.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will hit him up, and he's another one, bro. I've talked to him before, and I'm not gonna say struggles, but he's like, I'm gonna make content, but I just need to find something to make it about. And I try to tell him, I'm like, bro, like you're super unique. Like you're Caribbean in English and in Spanish, and you learned Spanish as a kid, and like super, super unique. But we all feel like we don't really have something to say. We feel like we're not that special. So
right.
But yeah, I will message him actually as soon as we get off of here. And what you got planned? What you gonna talk to him about?
I would love to do a video with him, like just talk about like his experience growing up, his like the Nicaraguan culture. I'm just now learning a little bit more about like his ethnic group, like that group of people in Nicaragua. So I just like to pick his brain on that and talk about his experience here versus there, if he would ever move. That's stuff, just general stuff that's kind of like a common theme in most of my videos, but his perspective I think will be super unique. So
yeah, I don't know why I did the interview with him in English, but I need to go back and do one with him in Spanish. But yeah, he's a super cool dude, bro. I'll hit him up. What else? You got anything else, or you?
I know you say you try to keep your videos short. I think I broke that rule for you.
Nah, but like I said, it's cool because it was a cool conversation. You know what I mean? Like, I just, yeah, like if I had something else to do, or if it was nap time or something, I'd be more in a rush to get up. It's 8:30 here on a Sunday night. I don't have nothing to do, bro. So you're the one. It's late over there. You're the one that need to go to sleep.
Yeah. A few minutes, I'm gonna head out. But I appreciate you inviting me, though. Honestly.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. It's good to have you on here. Thank you for doing it. You still don't have Instagram. I don't know why. I feel like you're like on the run from the feds or something, bro. Like,
not at all. Look, you remember I told you how I gave you that exclusive, and please, let's not say it in English because those that you have to. The one prerequisite is you have to understand Spanish to understand the exclusive that I gave you. But with that exclusive, I just am super private. Like I'm not super private. Like I have something to hide. I like my anonymity. Like I like people to not really know what's going on with me. So that's one reason. And the other thing is I do have an addictive personality. Like there have been times where I
remember you saying that.
Yeah, there have been times where I've had to like say, all right, you cannot watch YouTube for a week because you're wasting time on this. And so I know Instagram's algorithm is stronger than my willpower. I know that makes me sound like a weak person, but it literally is scientifically. I know myself. And so I know if I get on Instagram, even if it's just for the channel, I don't think I'd have the willpower to just not follow like maybe I have some friends that own gyms around here in Atlanta. I might mess around and be on there watching their stories and their, you know what I mean, for just hours. And just like I already have YouTube as a vice, so I don't want to add any more. Yeah.
All right, man. You know what? At one point in time, not too long ago, I said, if somebody doesn't have social media, they cannot.
They're weird.
Yeah, but
well, look, I have YouTube though, so does that count or no?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I gotta think about it.
What's your reason for them not being trusted? Like, give me the logic behind that. Why? Does that mean they're hiding something?
That would be my first thought. My second thought is that it's almost
sheer honesty.
It's almost antisocial, bro. Like,
how?
because it's what everyone's doing, which is not necessarily a good thing, but it is what everyone's doing. And you're making a decision to say, I'm gonna be the one out of like almost like probably like 100 million people that's not gonna do this. Like, I give a pass to older people, but even like my dad and my mom have Instagram, bro. Like, so when you say you don't have Instagram, I'm like,
okay,
that's weird.
Okay, I like this discussion. I do. So we can keep going if you don't mind. What if, as you mentioned it, as if it's like a conscious, like rebellious decision, right? What if it's not that conscious? What if it's like there's nothing drawing someone, not even talking about me, another person. What if there's just nothing drawing someone to that? They don't really see a benefit to it outside of being included in something that everyone else is doing. And I'll give you another thing. What if that person already has an active social circle that they're actually close to, that they live with, and so they won't really benefit much by seeing the lives of those people because they're in the lives of those people. And then the extended people outside of the social circle, they don't really care much about keeping up with. I know that's a lot in one, but what would you say to that argument for somebody not having social media? Still is weird?
Well, no, I mean, I would say on the surface it's weird, but with the explanations, like, I mean, even after the first thing you said, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, if you're consciously making a choice, but if you're saying it's just not drawing you, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, because I felt like that about different social media platforms. Like, at one point I was like, bro, like, why would I get on TikTok? Like, TikTok's for kids, or like, I just don't see the purpose. But I downloaded it one day, and to your point, bro, I will say, bro, like if you want to watch some funny videos in Spanish, bro, TikTok's the place, bro.
Really?
Like, and the algorithm's crazy, so my TikTok's like only Spanish comedy, bro. But I will be on that joint for like 30 minutes straight, just like ha ha ha, swipe, ha ha ha, just like not taking my eyes off the screen. So, like, to your point, you definitely don't want to be on TikTok or Instagram if you don't want to be wasting time. Nah, but you know, I think what I said about not trusting someone that doesn't have social media was a very like basic surface.
I get it.
If I didn't know someone, like if someone was telling me about a guy named Mike Ben, like, like a female friend, she says like, yo, I'm seeing this dude named Mike. And I'm like, yo, where's he at? Let me see him. And she's like, he doesn't have Instagram. He doesn't have Facebook. He don't have Twitter. I'll be like,
your assumption would be what? He's a weirdo, or he's he's a like player, or what would the assumption be? Like, he's weird, he's a player.
The first assumption would be he's lying and he's on Instagram with a different name. That's what my first assumption would be. The second thing would be, if I can't find them, because I'm very good at finding people. I mean, if I can't find them and he doesn't really have it, I'm like, that means he had it in the past and he deleted it for some reason. And I'm like, someone could be looking for him. Someone could be exposing him, and he's like, I'll just delete my account so no one could tag me or whatever. Can't say my name. That's just what I would think.
Let me ask you another question. You're married, so if you don't even want to engage in this hypothetical, we don't have to. There's nothing super boundary breaking or anything, but let's say before your married days, you met somebody, you met a girl. She seemed normal to you. But she's like, Jalen, you're like, what's your Instagram? She's like, I don't really use Instagram. I don't even have Instagram. I've never had an Instagram. Would that be to you like a red flag? Like, oh, this girl's weird. Like, she's hiding something. Like, honestly. And again, your statement was just a general statement. Understandable. I can even understand that in a general sense. Yes, I get it. But like, if you met the girl, she seems pretty normal. Y'all, there's good vibes there. But she's just like, Jalen, I don't really use social media. I don't have Instagram. Would that be a red flag to you?
I'm trying to think that I ever meet anyone like that. I don't know. I think it would have been alarming, but
why though? That's what I want to know. Why? Like, because even from the girl's perspective, like, why should be hiding something?
It's nothing specific. Like I said, it's just antisocial in itself, because that's what everyone's doing. It's just like, bro, it's like if I don't know, bro. It's like if everyone has one of my clients doesn't have a cell phone, bro. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why, bro? And he just like, I just don't want one. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't want a
Yeah,
cell
I
phone,
get your
bro?
point. I get your point. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, literally everyone has a cell phone at some kind of capacity. It doesn't have to be iPhone, whatever. But he's just like, I just don't want one. I'm like,
That is weird. Yeah, that's weird.
yeah, exactly. But it's
That's
like it's
weird.
not a crime. He's not doing anything. I'm just
Right.
like, why, bro? Why are you just walking around with no cell phone, dog?
Right. I low key personally, like if I were to meet a girl right now, and she's like, yeah, I don't really have social media. I kind of would be like, I don't know what the opposite of a red flag is, but I would be like, dang, that's kind of like she's in her own world. Like she doesn't even really. I don't know.
Nah, I get you. Because she'll be on the same page as you, which is good.
Right.
Yeah, and like I said, what I said was like very surface level.
I
Like
get it.
once I talk to someone like you or anyone else, if they said they don't have it, then I'll be like, okay, well, I've talked to them. I know they're not crazy or not from what I can see anyway. So yeah, no, I get it. I'm active on Twitter and somewhat on Instagram, but like, bro, like I don't even click on my Facebook. Like, it just doesn't do anything. But I heard a lot of people be on Facebook like that. Like,
yeah, nowadays, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird, but it's just I probably feel the same way about Facebook that you do about Instagram. I'm just like, I just don't. There's nothing pulling me towards Facebook at all.
But I can't acknowledge like I am missing opportunities to meet people, to like just I'm missing a lot of opportunities, especially like with the YouTube channel, but even outside of that, just in my own personal life, to meet people, to make new friends, to keep up with people that I maybe have lost contact with. But I just know my personality. Like I know my personality, and like
that's what's most important, bro. So I mean, all the other stuff don't really matter. If you know that you shouldn't have it, or it'd be best that you don't have it, that's what it is, bro. I mean,
but I'll get on it one day. I
don't believe you.
That's my cop out. Huh? One day, we've been saying that for 2 years.
I do not believe you. But yo, my phone is super close to dying, so we're gonna wrap this up. But it was good talking to you. I'm definitely serious about going to Colombia, so I'm gonna stay in contact with you.
For sure.
We're gonna make that happen. I know you won't personally care about this, but there's weightlifting. The weightlifting world championship is in Cali, Colombia. In the last week of November or the first week of December. So if I was gonna go, that's when I would go. So,
that works. So let me know when.
Yeah, I got Will and I got friends there, so we probably would have a place to stay. So it'd be dope, bro. You can hold the camera, so I don't have to hold it.
And vice versa.
All right, bro. I'm gonna get out of here and I'll stay in contact, and we could do your video for your channel soon.
Okay. All right. Peace.
All right. Ciao, bro.
Ciao.